Hello everyone. After successfully completing the Havoc Trooper solo in Sandstorm and finally figuring out the path to make LZ teleportation work, I went off to other maps to see if I could find similar Wave 7 hacks. Some maps were accommodating, others not so much. And Paradox was the most promising of the bunch. In fact, the LZ teleportation on Paradox is easier without the Havoc Trooper, with the exception being for the Krogan, since they continue to get screwed by most exploits. After a couple of test teleports in Bronze, I started testing this with friends in Gold and Platinum matches to see how the enemies would behave, and everything went swimmingly. Then it was time to get the timing down. Everything went nice there too.
Hostiles en route.
Now it was time to choose a character and get down to doing a solo. And I picked the Scrapper because he's a ton of fun and he hasn't seen a lot of action in a while. And after half a dozen or so runs with hacks and uploads killing my chances and one really bad device that got swarmed, I finally had my chance to finish it. And now, we retrace the Scrapper's steps in his epic quest to complete my first Paradox solo.
Just 3 hostiles remaining. One to go. Nice job, Apex. Keep it going.
I don't know what a good speedrun time for a Paradox Platinum solo is, but 1:16 seemed like a pretty good start to me. I mean, it's all gonna go to hell later, but it's still a good start. Okay, now this here is one big fat conspiracy. Every single device or retrieval in my failed runs started right there, with the exception of the times I set up over there, in which case it popped anywhere else.
Got the drop. Incoming! Artifact recovered. Lost shields! Incoming! Lost shields! Almost done. Artifact is secure. Hit the deck! Heads up, Hydra! Get down! Lost shields! All objects accounted for. Objective complete.
3 health packs on Wave 2 didn't bode well. I was a little nervous at this point.
Shields down! Just 3 hostiles remaining. Just one Squad member down. Shields down. Take cover. Shields are out. Archer! Shields are out.
If I'm going to keep running double pause, I really need to work on switching back and forth to get that concussive
Just 3
AoE going to
hostiles
weaken the
remaining.
enemies and speed through this.
Hit the deck. Reload. We're tracking reinforcements. Time to celebrate. Enemies triangulating our nearest outpost. Find their sensor arrays and get them broken. Yeah. One device down. Archer! Shields are out! Lost shields! One device down. Incoming! Shields are out! Nearly through. Enemy devices shut down. Good job.
Take cover! Lost shields!
Still have no idea how I got through all of that without using a single health pack, but I'll take it.
Take cover! Shields down!
Three left. Go get them.
At this point, my wife came home with groceries and iced coffee, so I had to step away. And since I was fully expecting to get screwed with a hack or an upload on Wave 6, I figured it wouldn't really matter. So from 12:17 to 16:17, it's just the scrapper taking a breather, which I'm going to speed up to get through.
All clear for now.
Got 'em all!
Not really sure why I didn't pick up more flat cannons right there when the wave rolled over, but too late now.
Hostiles en route.
We gotta move! Archer! Shields down! Shields down! Incoming!
Teammate
Shields are
injured.
out! Take cover! Shields are out! Lost shields!
And that anointed right there had me sweating.
3 hostiles remaining.
Shields down.
Okay, time to stock up on flak cannons before Wave 6 screws me over.
Sensors clear for now. Great shooting.
Time to celebrate.
After the amount of times it popped over there, I figured I'd chance it. And of
Object of
course,
interest
it's
detected in the
back where I
mission area.
was
Find and
originally
return.
and now swarming with bad guys.
Artifact recovered.
How? How did I pick that up? I still don't understand.
Take cover.
After 2 at the front, this one in the back of the map was perfectly placed.
Heads up, Hydra. Ascend them.
Nearly through. Artifact is secure.
Well, it looks like I'm making up for that really bad Wave 2 retrieval. If I hadn't already named this guy Icarus because of how this is going to end, I think I'd start calling him the frickin' gingerbread man.
All
It's
objects
insane how
accounted for.
smoothly that went.
Objective complete.
From here out, the solo was mine to lose. There was no more objectives screwing me over.
I'm reading a flat line.
Lost shields.
Three left. Go get them.
Okay, so at this point I had to decide who was going to be the last enemy alive while I got in position for the LZ teleportation. Since the Blaze Hydra is just pure evil, and the Ascendant can hit through cover, the regular Hydra was asked to participate. Okay, now that the other two are out of the way, I weaken this guy for an easy kill once I'm in position. Get a little room to breathe. I'm going to lead him to the back of the map before I get ready for Wave 7.
Hydra.
Okay, here we go. Time to get into position. Now, I gave myself enough time to try at least twice before the Hydra got back to a spot where it'd be able to hit me, but I ended up nailing it on my first attempt. So you'll notice that it's telling me to return to the map proper, and typically after a certain amount of time it will kick you to the map proper if you don't listen. But since I was clipped onto the edge and pulling myself up onto this ledge when it tried to kick me, I've broken the game's tether. And this ledge is one of the few places in the game I've found where after breaking the tether, the game does not auto-kick you back to the map after a fixed amount of time. With the Hydra dead, I carefully inch around to the safety of the other side of the ledge, though in retrospect, I should be closer to where I just was and staring at LZ to prevent anything from spawning there, and that's about to screw me. The fact that I didn't keep an eye on LZ to prevent spawning is going to start me rethinking my whole exit strategy over the next 2 minutes. And if I'd never started thinking about what might have been waiting for me on LZ, I'd probably have been fine. But since this was my first ever Paradox solo, I was second guessing everything. And the worst part is the hindsight. Looking at it now, the solution was so simple. I had revives left. I could have teleported to LZ early, died, and just waited out the timer and popped up at 1. Solo complete. Job done. But my brain was operating in showmanship mode and wanting to pop up on LZ at the buzzer. Rookie mistake, almost. Rookie mistake. And that led me to trying to kill the Hydras on LZ, which garnered the attention of a curious Krogan, and it didn't really go anywhere good. Now, in all my test runs, getting to LZ on time has never once been an issue. Dropping off the edge takes about 2 to 3 seconds, and just doing a quick little jump and landing back on this same ledge is even faster. But attacking the Hydras on LZ drew a Krogan over to the ledge above me, and I got worried about a rogue flak cannon messing up my plan with a stun slowing me down and costing me the win. So I knew I wanted to do a swan dive off the map rather than jumping up and risking being hit. And let's face it, it would have looked a lot cooler, especially if it had worked. And in deciding to try and thread the needle time-wise and pop up on LZ at the buzzer to avoid being pancaked by Hydras and have the perfect finish to my first Paradox solo, my quest for power and glory took me too close to the sun, and I ended up falling to my doom. That little ledge I hit right there screwed me. It was arguably a shorter delay than that hypothetical flat cannon I was worried about would have been, but it delayed me timing out just enough to reach LZ right after the buzzer. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this hurt more than the Asari Sentinel robbery because it was no BS, it was all me. But hey, at least the LZ teleportation worked this time. I guess that's a silver lining. It's a shit-covered silver lining, but it's a silver lining nonetheless. In either case, the Scrapper's going to be going back for revenge, and maybe, if I'm lucky, I won't totally foobar the extraction this time. But until then, thanks for watching.